Hello, I'm Darren, and welcome to a special Christmas edition of my mukbang. Now, today I don't really have a huge platter of food, but the goal is to show what I cooked for Christmas. Now, today you see we have Christmas tree Sally. Isn't she so cute? And let's go over my food. So for sides, we have some very basic roasted baby carrots. I wanted to find heirloom carrots, but couldn't find any, so baby carrots it is. And then there's spicy potato with a harissa paste. Harissa is a Moroccan chili paste, and I blended it with some garlic sauce, the Lebanese one, the very creamy one. And then there's also some cheese, and then some lemon juice, and some cilantro. And this is actually inspired from a dish I tried at a restaurant called Bowery, I think that's how you pronounce it, Bowery Bungalow. And their spicy potato dish we absolutely love at my household, and we always used to go there every Christmas. And they do still have takeout, but it's just not the same as eating it there because it's like a family type of eating environment where you have plates of food and you share it. So I decided to try to recreate this at home. I hope it tastes at least 80% as good. That would be a win for me. And then we have some kimchi fried rice. And that is supposed to go with the two meats I have. This one is spicy chicken with cheese. It's a Korean dish, a Korean fusion dish, I would say. And here we have pulled pork. I love pork. And then over here we have the garlic cream and the harissa paste separated, just so I can try it with the pork and the carrots. And then for dessert, I made apple tart. I guess this is a galette because it's a small piece. And then pecan pie bite that I make. I don't know if you can see it. And then of course, I have my drink from A Plus Tea House. The same drink as last time. And it's the same one I get maybe like 95% of the time. But anyway, let's go through it and see how it all tastes. Let's start off with the carrots. Let's try by itself, actually. Pretty good. The roasting brings out the sweetness in the carrot. And then some garlic sauce. That is very, very decadent. So rich. That is a rich garlic sauce. And now let's mix some harissa paste into it. That sauce is really good. Garlic's kind of strong, but I used to eat raw garlic by itself sometimes. Okay, let's get another bite. Yum, yum. Let's move on to the next side dish, the spicy potato. Let's mix the cheese in. Maybe I could have fried it a little bit longer, so it is a little crunchier. It's not too bad. Right now, it's kind of like home-style fries. I added some more harissa paste because I love spiciness. And I always have to make it milder for other people to eat, or else they won't be able to tolerate the heat. Unless they're like me, of course. But my spiciness preference is pretty high compared to the average person. So let's try it again. Some extra harissa paste. Now the harissa, I made it by myself too, and the garlic sauce. And it's basically some chilies. I made it with guajillo chilies and then some ancho chili and some chile de árbol. So it's a little bit smoky flavored. I forgot what else I used to make it. Okay, I like that. It's about as good as I thought it would be, so that's pretty good. And then let's try some pulled pork. It's funny, I have this plate, but I don't even use it. Might as well use it now. So this pulled pork has some kind of basic seasoning, a little bit of sugar and salt and pepper and a little bit of other stuff. And then there's some caramelized onions with it. Let's try it by itself. Has a nice sweetness. Oh yeah, and there's all these like little cayenne pepper, paprika. This would go really good with some like sandwich type bread in like a slider or a sandwich too. Pork is one of my favorite because I think it's just so versatile. I love slow cooked meats because it's so tender. See, this pork, not dry at all. Because sometimes pulled pork, it's a little bit dry. It's not that pleasant. Well, now I'll try it with just some harissa paste. So just a little bit of extra spiciness. Yeah. I'm gonna make more of this. This is really good. And then with some garlic sauce. I mean, who doesn't love garlic? Actually, there's probably someone out there who doesn't like garlic. So yummy, so yummy. And then we'll take some of this chicken with cheese. Now it's a little bit cold because I've been out delivering stuff to people. I can always reheat it, but cheese doesn't melt that well when you reheat it. Get some of the chicken and some of the cheese. Now I made this dish before, but a keto version. So that basically means I did not use the sugary stuff like the corn syrup or the gochujang, which is the hot pepper paste. And that really made the dish quite spicy. So now there's some sugar to temper out the spiciness. Let's see how this tastes. Mmm. Tastes. This is actually, wow, exceeds my expectations. I thought this would already be pretty good, but I think the difference really was the sugar to balance out the heat. Okay. Gonna get a sip of my tea drink. Oh no. I ordered this from line friends overseas. It's a coaster. It has Sally on it, if you can see it. So cute. Another piece of Sally merch. I told you, the more you watch, the more Sally merch you'll see. Because she's my favorite character. Okay, let's try some of this kimchi fried rice. We'll do it plain first. I really like the kimchi. I actually used some kimchi that I made myself, and I aged it. It's been sitting in my fridge for 3 months already. I put it in the fridge on September 19th this year, and now it's Christmas, so it's a little bit over 3 months. And that kind of kimchi, aged kimchi, is perfect for making soups, fried rice, that kind of stuff. I'm gonna eat some with the chicken. Now that is a winning combination. I should make that more often, but I don't really eat rice all too often. Except on some special occasions, especially when I'm cooking for other people. Because when I cook for myself, I pretty much never eat rice. That leaves the dessert that I haven't tried yet. Let's try some of this apple tart / galette. So I made my own pastry. I over kneaded it a little bit because I used a food processor, so it's not as flaky. And then for the glaze, I used some lemon juice and rice syrup. And it's basically like a pie crust, so can't really complain about that. And the flavor is nice and light. I use some Granny Smith apples for some tartness, and when it cooks down, it gets sweeter, of course. I like that. I actually would want to have more filling, more apples, but my sister doesn't really like that, so I didn't use as much as I would have preferred. But anyway, tastes good. Finally, the pecan pie bite. Now, I've been making a ton of this, and I made it for Thanksgiving too, so I already know what it's going to taste like, but I'll tell you exactly how it tastes like. And I had to go through a couple of iterations with different cooking utensils, like the tray. I ended up using a silicone one so I could pop these out really easily, and I didn't have to cut it out with a knife, which would scratch the metal pan. And that's not good, of course. It's got a good bite. A little bit sticky. I put a lot of pecan per bite. It's got a good initial bite, and then there's a gooiness, kind of like what you would want from the pecan pie filling. I've been selling these to support restaurants because lately restaurants haven't been doing so well, especially with all the rules that they've so haphazardly implemented, which have cost a lot of good restaurants their business, and they're no longer in business, which makes me sad. But hopefully some new restaurants can take their place. But anyway, that's all for my Christmas mukbang. I won't make you watch me eat this time. I was just showing you all the food that I cooked. But thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and comment and share it with your friends if you liked it and want to see more. And let me know what kind of food you want me to cook, because I cook a lot and I probably will be featuring a lot of that in my future mukbangs. And I won't be doing such long eating shows. I just want to show you guys what kind of delicious foods I've created. Thank you. Bye-bye.